Hey, welcome everybody. I would like to talk to you today about something very near and dear to my heart, and that is tracking your food and managing your nutrition intentionally. I spoke with you last time and we talked about how to improve our overall wellness and our overall nutrition. And one of the things that we talked about was tracking your food. And the reason that this is so important is that when we manage our food and we track our food, we become mindful of what we're eating. So that's what we're going to talk about today is managing what goes in your mouth, managing what you eat, and tracking your food. Now, I know that this is an important topic because for my last speech, when I handed out an in-class survey that you guys participated in, 44% of you said that you were not happy with your current health, that in some way you wanted to improve your health. So whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, just get in better overall shape, whatever your fitness goals are, whatever your health goals are, a super crucial aspect to that is tracking your calories and tracking what you eat. Regardless of what your current physical condition is, all of us can be mindful and improve on those goals. Like any other goal, whether you're trying to save money for a car or a house, or whether you're trying to earn a degree, you track your money for a saving goal or for a financial goal. You track your homework and your progress for a homework or a degree goal. So food should be the same thing. We should be tracking our food and being mindful of it. So what does tracking your food look like? What does that mean? Basically, in a nutshell, what doesn't get measured doesn't get managed. If you never looked at your bank account and you just kind of assumed, well, I hope I have money in there, I hope I'm doing okay, and you just spend, and you I think I might have enough money. I don't know about you, but I used to get overdraft fees all the time, especially when I was younger, and I just thought I had enough money, or I thought I was doing okay, and I would just spend money. And next thing I know, I'd have 3 or 4 overdraft fees because I wasn't paying attention. The more I started paying attention to my money, the better I started doing and the less overdraft fees that I started incurring. So while we use apps like on our phone or checkbooks and things to manage our money, we should be using something to manage our food. The Harvard Health Journal published an article about journaling your food, and they said research shows that people interested in losing weight, keeping a journal can be twice as effective as not keeping a journal. In fact, 1,700 people participated in a weight loss survey and a weight loss study. And of the 1,700 people, they were all given the same parameters and the same time frame. People that journaled their food as a form of nutrition and with their other exercises lost twice as much weight as those who didn't, just journaling their food and being mindful. Now again, regardless of what your goals are, journaling your food is super, super important. Now, we know that journaling can be important to the success of whatever your health journey is or whatever your health goals are. Now we need to focus on the total health package. Now, why is tracking your food important? I don't want it to just be about a number. It can't just be about weight loss. It has to be about total health. In fact, some may argue that if you focus on just the numbers, that if you focus on just plugging in numbers into an app and how much did I eat and how many calories did I have and obsessing over numbers can actually lead to very unhealthy eating habits. In fact, there was an article published online by Serena Bergman for the Metro in the United Kingdom, and she said that some studies showed, particularly in females, that their weight went to an unhealthy slide, that they actually lost too much weight. Their mental health showed some decrease in happiness because they were so obsessive and so compulsive. I agree. If it's just about numbers, that can be super dangerous. In fact, anything can be super dangerous. Social media, selfies, obsessing over anything can be dangerous. But I would say right now with the quarantine and everything going on, I, for one, am grateful for social media. So yeah, some things in excess, whether it's a weight loss app or social media, in excess can be bad. But it's all about moderation, and it's all about making sure that you're being mindful. In fact, from personal experience, I had lost a bunch of weight last year, lost like 160 pounds. During that weight loss, I became super just obsessed with numbers. Like to me, it was just about numbers, numbers, numbers. In December, I took a little bit of a break, and going into January, as I was coming off that break, I felt like I was putting on a lot of weight and I was getting really depressed. And so I regularly get my body fat checked and my weight checked at a nutrition shop here in town. And so I went in, and sure enough, I had gotten down to 218 pounds, at the very, very beginning. And then by mid-March, I'd gone all the way up to 234 pounds. And so if I was just going by one metric, if I was just going by one number, if it wasn't about total health, that could be super discouraging. But the reason tracking your food and being mindful of your nutrition, not just for weight loss, is they actually showed that the weight gain was pure muscle. It was muscle mass. And not only that, but it also showed that I had actually lost a full percentage of body fat. My body fat percentage had gone from 12% to about 11%. So again, I totally get it. If we just obsess over just the numbers and we are just looking at it from, I got to lose weight or I got to put on weight, that can be dangerous. So I totally agree with that. So now we talked about it's important to have success in whatever your journey is, to manage your food and manage what you eat. We've talked about how it's not just numbers, but total nutrition. Now how do we track our food? The first thing that you really want to do is you want to go to a website like this one, which lost my place here, minitools.org, has a free metabolic rate calculator. And a metabolic rate is just the rate at what your body uses for energy and consumption. So you go to this website, you type in your height, your age, and from there, it'll tell you how many calories you should be eating. Once you know how many calories you should be eating, you can start reading labels and looking at labels. There was a research study and an article by Olga Kazan, and she said that only about half of Americans track their food and are mindful. And then she really broke it down and said that 58% with a high school education or less were even aware of labels, while 81% of people with a college graduate degree or better were more mindful of tracking their weight. So really, it's important to be aware and to be educated about what you're eating. Once you know what your needs are, once you start looking at the labels, once that you have an idea of, okay, this is what my calories are and this is where I should be, start using something to keep track. I personally recommend using an app such as the My Transformation app. It's free. You can go to mytransformation.com or look it up in your Google store or your iPhone. Another great one is the MyFitnessPal. Both of those apps, you can actually use the the phone. You can use your camera, brain fade there. You can use the camera function to scan the barcodes on the labels of food, and it puts the information right in there for you. So you want to track your food. You want to be mindful of what you're eating. You want to know what your metabolic rate is. You want to watch all those things. And I want to conclude with this. As I was searching different websites, I was trying to find a catchy quote or something that would get your attention and be like, hey, go with this or remember this. Every website I was going to, though, they're all talking about, obviously, the coronavirus. They're all talking about, health and not putting on weight while you're sitting around. But no matter it was a fitness blog, supplement website, or a doctor website, they all were saying the same thing. Be mindful of your nutrition. And so I want to close with my own quote, which is this. You cannot outwork a bad diet. So be mindful of your nutrition, download an app today, start tracking your food, be safe, have a great day. Thanks.